to ramp up through these fights. Got to try and find that Lilia early on. So we'll see if Weibo's able to do that.
And, you know, not to mention it, Mbessa, decent matchup in the...
I got to say, this clear from June has been... Oh, wait, Scout.
And now
oh, we still got him.
Scout. There goes the Ixtal's impact.
Oh, no.
Scout's
like this
just...
with Callista, too, as usually Callista, Renata, very lane dominant. You have that bot lane priority this time around, of course, with the...
Shout EP here for Shun, as Breathe actually taking a lot of damage, actually forced to go forward here, but a really nice engage from Missing will knock up 2 members of Weibo Gaming. The bailout's currently on Breathe. He's reset and will not die. We'll
see if they can test the grubs at the moment. Shun has started them up. You gotta imagine that because it's Lilia, at least 2 go down. Is Light flashing forward?
Chain of Corruption, it goes out, but it's just on Erha right now. Well, how much rend
combo.
damage is gonna come through? More than enough. As Light
Mikhail's being completed here for Erha. Kind of nice. Can get someone else out of a potential sleep. As Missing gets trapped. No flash.
On the crash down.
Goodbye.
He's just dead. That's a big timer right now. As again, that dragon.
Feels the, well, I would say not the impale, but definitely feels the tail. As he falls, and now we'll see if this dragon does indeed fall.
3,000 HP is going to be a flip. Actually, the Lilting Lullaby comes out. JDG have control of the pit. Tian can try to jump back in, but instead, it will be Jindong Gaming securing that dragon. But what will the fight look like in response? Shockwave is flashed away from his scout. Has to just use that Fate Seal to buy some time from his team. Not going to be able to take down Light in the process as Xiaohu gets the kill.
Unplayable task. So important that Xiaohu able to continue to play off as Riptail being started.
Oh, that's kind of chunk.
Good ult. Good ult.
The Unstoppable Onslaught actually goes straight in onto Breathe instead. Missing with a nice follow-up. Decimating Smash as well. This could be the fight that JDG need. Just the 1-for-1 so far as both supports drop, but they do pull Weibo away from the Herald. Now Light can start to do a little bit of damage. That Q, as his name suggests, potentially trying to clear out this wave in the mid lane is Pays. As they finally do prevent that G1 from going down. There's the Shockwave and the Dissonance. And Pays just goes down window shopping.
Oh, and I mean, the pockets from Xiaohu still continue to be big, but uncharacteristic mistake from Pays. Again, he's spacing the balls there. I guess he just wasn't expecting the Shockwave to be up. IG. That was a series that they probably should have won, right? That Nexus take.
Yeah.
It feels like Pays has been playing out of his mind. It's a really big piece for them, and they lose that series. They drop their coach, and now this team, I mean, it really is Pays and Scout like. I mean, Scout having some oopsies today. We've kind of seen this team just not be on the same page and struggle. And meanwhile, Weibo, the swap for Erha, it's kind of breathed some new life. This bot river would be very dangerous if JDG gets stuck bot. Keep in mind, those 2 big monster objectives are on the top side, whereas, of course, the soul being heavily contested because it could decide the game in favor of Weibo. Be a lot of scaling to overcome. This does go over.
It's going to be Breathe joining the fight of taking that turret. Dragon is half HP. Remember, this is soul for Weibo. If they're able to pick it up, that would be a big boost to them here in this game as they're already having a significant lead for themselves. 4,000 HP. It could become a flip. Unstoppable Onslaught comes out. It's going to be a 50-50. Who's going to get it?
It's huge.
Going to be JDG who pick it up. And now the fight has become unlocked.
Oh,
here comes the Lilting Lullaby. It lands in onto all 4 members. The sleep lands onto Light. There comes Scout with the Fate Sealed. Oh, it's flashing forward. JDG trying to come back here in this game. But Breathe is disrupting so much. Finally, he will drop as a second kill goes the way of Shun. And JDG somehow keep themselves in this game.
I thought that fight was going to be so good for Weibo on the opener. The hostile takeover into the Shockwave got a lot. It really slowed down the engage from JDG. But the
second dragon picked up. However, the Otacon has been started up by Weibo Gaming.
Scouts
Shun
late.
Not wanting to get here into that pit. It will definitely be the objective going down. And that is now the revives, the false lives available for Weibo. And that could give them the free ticket to try to force a play around this Baron.
Yeah, trying to fish into the topside jungle here as Breathe has made some progress on that top wave. Have gotten that one all the way in. Keep in mind, like this trade from JDG. 5 grubs on Scout. He's hitting mid-inner. Should be able to clear that one, but Weibo trying to get Scout to join. This is a very risky Baron to hit as Erha's already really low. Xiaohu as well. I don't like this Baron from Weibo. I think that JDG is right to call the bluff here.
It's just the false lives. The Baron is ticking low. Shun just not even in the pit. They don't even try to go for the steal, but instead go for the fight afterwards. Missing with a crash down to the Magnet Storm will land onto 3. A lot of damage already from this World Seeds from Shun. Public execution goes on to 1 as Pays is now targeted here by Breathe. Gonna try to fight this out 3v1, but he will finally go down. But on the other side of the fight, it's a double in for Light. Shun try to chase them down. It's still just the false lives available for Weibo, but not even those.
You have to survive a Baron push from Weibo, who still have the false lives up for another 30 seconds. It's already been traded as Scout's still working in this top lane. He has a TP, and it's just going to be about when he decides to pull it, because the push is going to continue here for Weibo.
They're going to have to get back at some point to try to stop Scout, but maybe not. If they can just end the game straight through the bottom lane, bot lane inhibitor surely will go down. You see Shun currently hitting his blue buff. He's going to have to get back to base soon. It will instead be the inhibitor going down. Now maybe some back can be canceled. The Scout was able to take down tier 3, but not the inhib itself. And that fight right there, Cubby, very similar to some of the replays that we were showing, some of the clips we were showing before the series of JDG just being indecisive around these major objectives. Shun not wanting to push that go button. And as they're tossing it, they are very late to the fight.
That's Scout.
It will be Ola joining right in the middle of the front line with Scout instead on a flank. Breathe, going to try to match him here as already the Dragon is down to half HP. Both junglers in the area. Once again, going to be a 50-50 potentially missing. Jiving in. This time it's secured by Pays. Another steal in for JDG. But will they win the fight in response? Scout gets hit up by the public execution. Has to snap back here with the stolen bound. Light still alive. The sleep will finally start to rain it down. Decimating Smash comes out on top. There's the piercing arrow. The ignite. The burn. It's not enough just yet as Light will survive. Xiaohu has to flash away from the Q of Sion as well. Ola still massive in this front line, but nobody at Weibo has gone down just yet.
Scout,
here comes Scout. Lands the knock up in onto one. Breathe now with the flash away. Nobody at Weibo has any summoner spells left. Jun and Pei still looking for maybe some more. Arrows come out, but not going to connect still. Nobody dying here for Weibo.
Wait, Kalista backed. This could be tough. Kalista backed. Everyone's corralled now.
Knock up, it lands on Erha. There comes the arrow as well. Bailout not going to save Erha's life this time as he'll go down. Now Weibo, they're completely isolated. Scout dashing forward. There's a shutdown from the Xiaohu. And JD Gaming are going to win out on this fight on the bottom side. Only Breathe is alive right now in this fight as Light is still in the base. Swirl Seed will dodge away from him, but it's
harder for Weibo, and with the 3 Mountain Dragons, that might be enough to make sure that JDG is tanky enough to survive this Weibo team, and those deaths were spread out enough. Light basing there really kind of doomed his team, and now, Light got out of everything.
From Erha. Will it be enough though? Light's under target. Light is going to drop.
That's game.
The Nexus is exposed. Xiaohu's not going to come up in time. There goes the Nexus, and JDG sends us to a game 3.
I mean, just